What's up, excavation contractor? In this video, we will discuss how to beat your low ball competitor without dropping your prices. So if you are someone who is losing a lot of jobs against those cheap competitors out there in your local area, then this video is for you, because in this video, we will break down how you can differentiate yourself from that cheap competitor and win jobs against them. Okay, so first you need to understand that you do quality work, like you deserve to be paid for it, and there's no point in dropping your prices. And here's how you can stop losing bids to that cheap competitor and start winning more jobs. So first, let's understand the problem. The problem you are facing is that, let's say you go on a job site, you are seeing a land clearing job, you quote that job for $12,000, but they hire someone cheaper who is doing the same job for $8,000. In that case, should you lower your prices? No, absolutely not. So here's exactly what you need to do instead. Let's understand why competing on price is a losing game. Number one, there is always someone out there who is going to be cheaper than you no matter what. So you can never win a race to the bottom. So second, you will have less profit and more work. Like you will earn less per job while working just as hard as you are doing right now. Okay. And third, you will attract the wrong type of customer. If you start offering cheaper prices, guess what? You're going to attract low ball customers, and those are not your ideal clients, and it will be difficult for you to deal with those cheap customers. And last but not the least, if you start offering cheaper prices, if you start lowering your price, you cannot grow and invest in your business. Like you will have no margins, means no good equipment, no good hires for your business. So you will never be able to scale past at a certain level. And most cheap competitors are out of the business in the first 3 years. Okay. So what's the solution? The solution is that you look more professional. You need to understand that professionalism beats low prices every single time. Okay, so when a customer can see and feel the difference, the price become the secondary. Okay, so I have breakdown looking professional in 4 different categories that you can do, a small task that you can do in your business to look more professional. The first and the foremost thing is that get a good amount of Google reviews, at least 20 to 30 plus Google reviews. Okay, reviews are the number one credibility signal in today's market. So you need to get to at least 20 to 25 plus reviews. It will instantly outclass most of your competitors, because probably they are not going to have a good reviews, or they do not even have a Google business profile. Okay, so that's the number one thing you can do to look more professional and differentiate yourself. Second, good before and after photos, like visual proofs are your quality. Okay, so post them. If you have good amount of before and after photos, post them everywhere. Like post them on Facebook, Google, and your website consistently, so that people, whenever someone tries to look you up anywhere, they can see the amount of work, the amount of quality transformation that you have done through your work. Okay, so do post as much as you can the before and after transformation about your projects. Okay, and third is that insurance and license. A lot of businesses have that, but they are not displaying their expertise, which is their license and insured. So display your credential. It signals safety, protection, and that you are a legitimate business. Okay, if there is someone cheap out there, they probably do not have this. Okay, so if you can display your insurance, your credential, it will instantly help you to differentiate yourself in the market. And last but not the least is show up like a pro. Make sure your equipment is clean, you are on time, you provide professional communication, you provide good detailed code, and that will set you apart immediately. So these are the 4 things that you can do to look more professional and to differentiate yourself. Okay, I wanted to give you one example. Let's say you are going on a restaurant. There is one kind of restaurants where you go out and you get a $5-10 meal. Okay, but let's say if you go on some expensive places where it look more professional, you're probably going to spend 200-300 dollars on a dinner. What's the difference? The difference is that how they present themselves. What is the quality of experience that you go through? Okay, how, what are the things they do to look more professional? Like they have more ambience, they have a good quality of staffs. It looks so much professional, that's why you are willing to spend more money. Obviously their food is good, but the first impression is that they look more professional, they look different. Okay, and that's how people are going there and spending 200 $300 on a dinner. Okay, so same thing you also have to do is you have to look more professional. You have to you should have that credibility in place to differentiate yourself from that cheap competitor. So first, let's talk about how to get 25 plus reviews in the next 2 to 3 months. So if you do not have reviews, then this is the thing you can do to instantly get that, 20 to 30 plus reviews on your Google business profile. So you can send them a message. Like a lot of time you have a good amount of customers, but you have never asked for reviews. That's why you do not have reviews. So what you need to do, you need to ask them to get to leave you a review. So what you can do, whenever you complete any job, you send them a simple text like this. You can send them exact text, okay, which is hey name, it was great working with you on your project. Would you mind leaving us a quick Google review? It really helps our small business. Here's the link, and you provide the review link there. Okay, this is a very simple text, which is but it is very effective. So send this after every single job. Most happy customer will leave you a review. They just need a small push. You just send them a text, provide them a convenience to leave a review. They'll click on your link and leave you a 5-star reviews. Okay. So that's how you will be able to collect more and more reviews. If you have a list of your past customer, you can send them exact same text. Okay. And you will instantly be able to get your first 5, 10, 20 reviews from your past customer itself. Okay, and from there onward, whenever you close a new job, whenever you complete any new project, you send them exact review message after you complete the job, and you will be able to constantly increase the number of reviews that you have. Okay, so your reviews goal should be at least 25 plus in the next 90 days. Okay, and your competitor is like who is offering cheaper prices, they're probably going to have 0 to 5 reviews, not more than that. Okay, so here's the simple math. You with 5-star reviews, like 25 plus 5-star reviews, while your competitor is with 0 reviews. So the customer picks you even at a higher price because you have that more credibility. Okay, so reviews are free, they work 24 by 7, and it compounds with time. So make sure you pay attention to that to differentiate yourself and win more jobs. Okay, so start today, send that text to past customer and start getting first 5, 10, 20 reviews, okay, for your business. So the solution number two is how you can differentiate yourself is that let's say what you can say when someone mentions cheaper quote. Let's say you go on a job site, you provide a certain quote, and the customer mentioned that, hey, I got a quote for way less. Can you match it? Then you do not need to lower your prices. What you can do, you can counter question, you can ask them, did that quote include this? Let's say debris removal, permits, are they licensed, are they insured? Let's make sure that we are comparing the same thing. And most probably they are not going to mention all these things. That cheap competitor is not doing all the work, that's why they are offering at a cheaper rate. Okay, so you explain them that my quote covers the complete job. It is fully insured. We have 10 plus years of experience. We have 25 plus 5-star reviews from our past customers. So you are paying for the quality and the peace of mind, not just work. Okay. So there should be your value statement, like you will say something like the cheaper guy might do it for less, but if something goes wrong, if they cut corners, or if they are not insured, or someone get hurt on your property, you are the one stuck dealing with it for a long time. So my prices reflect doing the job rightly, safely, and completely. Okay, say this with confidence that what are the things that differentiate yourself, and do not apologize on your prices. If you say that with confidence, most customer will choose you after hearing this. Okay, so you need to own your qualities, your advantages in such a way, and then you present that this is the main difference, and there are going to be the people who is going to offer cheaper prices. I'm not competing on that. We do quality work. This is what we do, which differentiate ourselves from that cheap competitor who is offering lower prices. Okay, so if you explain in such a manner, most good customer are going to move forward with you because you showcase your expertise with the quality of work that you are going to do. Okay. So let that cheap competitors have the bad customers. Like if you like those low ball competitors are going to attract low ball clients, like customer who argue about every dollar, people who complain constantly, and the clients who do not pay on time. While you offer the right prices, you do quality work, so you are going to attract the customer who value the quality work, people who's going to pay you on time every time, and clients who refer to their friends and family and they hire you again. Okay, so do not think about that just because you lose some jobs to that cheap competitor. It is better that those customers are going towards those cheap competitors, because those are not your target audience. Your target audience is different, who value quality work more than anything. Okay, so the right customer build a real business, as the wrong ones drains it. So stop chasing every bid. Even if you lose a few jobs, that is completely fine. Let that have cheap, let that cheap contractor had that cheap customer. Do not worry about that. You need to focus on your business, your quality of customers that you get to work with, and that is what is going to build a real long-term business. So here's what happens when you stop competing on price. Number one, you get to win more jobs, you increase the profit, and once you have more profit, you will be able to invest in team, hire A players in your team, and you build your reputation over time because you charge the right amount, you provide, you have the money to provide good quality work because you have a good A players in your team, and that's how you build your reputation and get to expand your business. Okay, so here's a few things that you can do this week and start taking action towards differentiating yourself and start winning more jobs against that cheap competitor out there. Number one, you get 5+ reviews. Get 5-star reviews this week. Okay, so what you can do is send that text to 5, 10, 20, whatever number of past customers that you have. You send them that a small text with a review link, and you will be start getting instantly more 5-star reviews. Second, you take 10 photos of your work. It could be before and after of your equipment, and post them on Facebook, Instagram, Google My Business, wherever you can. Third, you write your value statement, like what are the things that differentiate yourself. List your insurance, list your years of experience, list the amount of reviews you have, and you own it with confidence. So whenever someone is comparing your prices with that cheap competitor, you are able to state that value statement, that what are the things that differentiate yourself, what are the things that they might not cover but you do, and you're not going to cut the corners. They are paying for the peace of mind. Okay, and fourth is hold your rate. Stop dropping your prices, explain your value with confidence and mean it. Okay, and do these four things and you will be able to much more efficiently like differentiate yourself and get to win more jobs against that cheap competitors. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you like this video. If you have any questions, do let me know. If you need help in getting more exclusive leads for your excavation business, then you can book a free strategy call below. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.